Hey guys, welcome to my channel. These are free collective readings, okay, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Mind the burn, darling. Right, so we've got overwhelming evidence, what's come out, alright. We've got plagiarism, so somebody has been copying and pasting somebody else's work, okay. I've had this done to me. My full family's involved in this, right? So plagiarism, straight up copy and pasting somebody else's work, not even knowing the knowledge or having, the wisdom of that, just straight up copy and pasting because they know what you're doing and they know that you know what you're talking about. So they're straight up copy and pasting it, but they don't know what the frick they're talking about. They really don't, alright? They've got entity attachment and they are trying to attach entities to other people, alright? And I'm trying to attach entities towards, on the divine masculine, divine feminine, sending people towards the divine masculine, divine feminine with entity attachment, so then they can, through some form of contact, coming near within their environment, okay, pass these entities on to the divine masculine, divine feminine. But they have stolen a lot of work, like they have done with me, okay. We've got grey collar crimes, identity theft, hacking, unauthorised access to digital systems or data. So if you are researching anything, alright, if you've got any write-ups on any apps or any notes on any apps, or you're on, what's it called, Microsoft, alright, you've got any write-ups on there, they are hacking all that, straight up copy and pasting that, yeah, and reproducing it as their own. They're claiming rights, they're claiming credits, okay, they're getting some sort of rewards, they're getting some sort of recognition for somebody else's work. And again, I've had this done to me for many, 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 many years. It's so annoying. They've been doing hoodoo, voodoo, root work, and these family members, these friends, okay, whoever they are, these karmics 222, conservatorship, like Britney Spears, alright? So they want to do a Britney Spears. We've got poison manipulation, venom manipulation, various toxins inflict negative effects upon target to cause total paralysis or even kill someone outright. So that's an attempted murder right there. So there's been poisoning involved, and again, I've had this done to me. And it's not nice. We've got mental magic, because they want to label you as a nutter. This masculine, this feminine, alright? Trying to spread incurable diseases deliberately, and we've got on the back satanic rituals, Baphomet rituals, conjuring demons, devils, alright? Send them to attack. Then we've got used ID, birth certificate, social security number to open up bank accounts, alright? So with this conservatorship, probably forced through some corrupt law proceedings, power of attorney, okay, in order to keep claiming, alright, free, all the money to masculine, feminine's work, alright? We've got obsession. Someone is obsessed with you to the point where they cannot stop thinking about you. They're so obsessed with what can we do to this masculine, this feminine now, okay? And we need to get in there some way, shape or form, and we need to steal the rest of the work, anything else they've been working on, and monetising off that too. And all the pals are like, yeah, come on then. So they've done all this, they've made money, monetised off somebody else's work, okay, forced power of attorney, poisoned, okay. We have got overwhelming amount of evidence here. Financial attacks, someone is attacking you spiritually to negatively affect your finances. So then the money, what they have made from plagiarism, they're spending it on spell work, mental magic, the law, reckless magic. Someone is out of control and doing anything to any and everyone they want without having remorse. So even their old exes, that 4, even their old exes, they're all pals, alright? Somebody like people who left them years back, yeah? Oh, they've never really got over They're doing spell work on them. So they're doing this to men and women, wherever. Yeah. Even if these people have moved abroad now and started a new life, or moved up and down the country to a different city, state or continent, what have you, they're still doing it. Alright, they can do that over social media. Alright, they can take a picture off your social media. They will use a picture, okay, and do spell work over the pictures, over the social media accounts. Alright, so there is something surrounding doing things over people's social media accounts. Like your timeline, you know, if you've got Facebook, they will hex and cache your timeline. Alright? Yeah, hex and cache your timeline. Again, this picture, what they will do with a picture is they will try and do some sort of binding spells on the picture, okay? And then they'll do a shit ton of reckless magic. They'll do root work, alright? Sex magic. They work on the masculine and feminine's lower half, okay? Their roots. Because they want them to be ungrounded, and they're doing mental magic on multiple people around them. Friends who's they're falling out with, or anything like that. They're doing reckless magic on them too. And we've got hitman, hitwoman. So they've got in, I'm trying to pick a hitman or a hitwoman. Alright, and some of them, they will slam somebody, yeah? Do spell work on them. They will manipulate them and say, look, this is a picture of him, this is a picture of her, they live here, alright? Will you do this? 0707. Will you do this for me? And I give you some money. But the money what they're paying, these putting these hits out, yeah, is from straight up copy and pasting someone else's work, alright, taking their full identity, because there's birth certificate, social security number, okay, open up bank accounts to bang this money in accounts because there's some sort of forced power of attorney and conservatorship. So they keep passing money from account to account, and they're like, let's get this hit done, because this mental magic's not working how we want it to, okay? They're trying to get like STDs, alright, incurable ones deliberately. Okay, deliberately. So some of these people in this cult, curving group, gang, toxic family members, look, we have got fake court proceedings to create diversions and distractions. So they have got corrupt law involved, okay? Corrupt hospital staff. Yeah. There's been, there's been manipulation of not just court documentations, but there's also been manipulation of medical records, because they want masculine or feminine to be labelled as, with all this mental magic, mentally unstable. Don't listen to them. Yeah. Then they will pay other people money, okay, to call this masculine, this feminine, a nutter. Don't listen to them. Call them a nutter, slag them off, backstab them, alright, and we'll give you some money to do so. Do they get involved in it? Of course they do. Of course they do. Even if they don't know you personally, these people will do that. We've got karmic friends. So karmic friends are involved, and we've got their friends. And their friends are involved, alright? And their friends' husbands are involved. Then we've got an uncle involved, okay? This could be this masculine feminine's husband, okay? Masculine feminine's uncle, sorry, or a child or children's uncle. Alright? Then we've got their wife is involved. And because there's people in different areas, okay, pulling the strings, spreading STDs, alright, paying people to stalk, Paying people to stalk. Now I mentioned, you know, about like hospitals or what have you. Doctors, nurses, okay, psychiatrists, occupational therapists, malpractice, improper, illegal or negligent professional behaviour, malpractice. So it's illegal and improper behaviour, I can't get it out, negligent behaviour. This could be by them giving you wrong medication, wrongfully diagnosing you with some sort of mental health disorder. We've got you took down a cult, a gang, cult or coven. Been doing dream magic, poverty magic to come into this financial attacks, okay? Word witchery. So this is what they do. Vamps. Energy vampires. So they will get in bed with somebody, one of the side pieces, alright, and they'll be like, right, look, and they'll start manipulating, and they'll be like, look, but yeah, but I'm in here, I'm in this cult, I'm in this gang, I'm in this coven, give us help. And they get all the coven pals or all the cult pals to help them, or all the gang members to help them. Pull this off. And a lot of them have been manipulated also. But there is a lot of manipulation. Coven ties, dark witch, dark warlock. Enemies are being destroyed and dismantled. And we've got you expose their plans. We've also on the back gun, unblock me spell. So you could have blocked some of these people. We've got a heist. Planned robbery. Then we've got a good judge. Works without change on Michael. I'm putting that on this overwhelming evidence. We've got corrupt law paying for sex workers. Alright, with this money. With all this robbery. Because they think that because they work in law, no one's ever going to question them. Alright? No one's going to say shit to them. Alright? Because a lot of them have got like big bully boy, big bully girl energy. And I mean big bully boy, big bully girl energy, and like me got badge, me can get away with anything, you know what I mean? But they bully other people on the police force too, and they do spell work on people in the police force too, and whoever works around them, do you know, the lawyers, solicitors, attorneys, because there's a corrupt attorney involved. They do it to them. They put things in the food when they're at work, or things in the food at work, yeah? So even if these good coppers take food in for themselves and then leave that in the fridge, yeah? 13, when they're out, you know, doing whatever, doing the jobs, yeah? And they go back to the office, to the base, and they go in the fridge, yeah, and they get their food. They have poisoned the food, alright? So if you're a good copper, or whichever area it is, good law, be careful of your food, okay? Don't leave your coffee unattended, walk off and drink it again. Because they're putting tablets, because they are linking to corrupt doctors, corrupt nurses and stuff, so they know that if something was to get put, someone's got like a chemistry qual, or someone who knows a lot about chemistry, alright, and how to affect the human mind, like it says total paralysis, alright, so be careful with your drinks, 14 and your food. They'll put something in your drinks, they'll put something in your food. Look, poison manipulation, venom manipulation, various toxins inflict negative effects upon target to cause total paralysis, because they want to they want to do this to a lot of people, or even kill someone outright because they know about these toxins, what have negative effects on people. So be careful of your food, alright? If you're trying to be healthy, yeah, and you're doing your own food prep, please be careful. Maybe if you're doing it, and you've got like a tub, maybe start taping around your tub and then put something like on the tape, like, I don't know, some like little sticker or something on the sellotape and stick it to the sellotape and tape round it. I'm being serious here. Because they'll put maggots and everything in food. Because they want you to be off sick, alright? They want you to be off ill. They want you to be gone because of this conservatorship thing. Okay? We've got corrupt law paying for sex workers. Yeah? And they're paying and they're barebacking, spreading uncurable STDs deliberately. Alright? From these sex workers. Knowing that they've caught something, these sex workers know they've got something, alright? And then they'll still bear back. 16. They don't care. Sex trafficking ring. So in the middle, in and around, are trying to expose a sex trafficking ring. And they don't want that to be shut down because the Jezebels, the incubuses, the succubuses, they have sex demons and they're very lustful. And even these people who's like married, they're in the lust realm. They're in a very lustful energy where they're lusting after other men and women and spreading STDs. Word witchery, so whenever these people message each other, there's like spell work, you know, on top of that, yeah? So they're trying to do word witchery in order to put people under illusions, alright? 17, they'll probably talk really nice or something. Do you know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, I love you, oh, I really care about your mum or dad. They're losing their head, aren't they? They're a nutter, they're just really poorly. Shit like that, they're really poorly right now. But they're doing all this to deliberately make somebody physically and mentally ill. And they're obsessed with it, yeah? And because they've got hold of some type of money and monetized off masculine and feminine's work, they're spending it on spell work, gang stalking, yeah, partying, pissing it up the wall. So we've got counterfeit drugs, fake or falsified medicines containing harmful ingredients. So they're trying to get masculine or feminine on some counterfeit drugs, saying, yeah, we're dispensing this medication to you because you've got this disorder and this is the medication what you need right now in order to make yourself better, which is a lie. Okay, because there's doctors, there's nurses, and there's psychiatrists involved in this, amongst others. They've been filing false reports, okay? Then we've got incitement, provoking unlawful behaviour or urging someone to behave unlawfully. So with these attacks, yeah, if masculine or feminine is trying to defend themselves, yeah, from these attacks, they will try and lock that person up, say they are violent and aggressive, alright, either lock them up in prison or lock them up in some sort of mental institute, yeah, and start doing all this inside the mental institutes. 1919. Extortion. Obtaining something, money, through force or threats. Use your ID to get a car on credit. So they've stolen somebody's full ID as well, posed to be them, getting credit in their name, opening up bank accounts in their name, shifting money from accounts to accounts to accounts, and they want to end this person because they don't want to go down for all these shit ton of crimes. Now, at some point, masculine or feminine, they could have stood up for themselves. They could have got mad, they could have got angry, but are you going to get mad or angry when all these unlawful people are trying to rile masculine and feminine up? Because they think it's a fun game. No. No. Just no. No. Then they go, oh look, they're flipping out. Call them bipolar. Call them schizophrenic. Call them this, call them that. But these corrupt doctors, these corrupt psychiatrists and stuff like that, they're down for it. Because they've been doing this for a long time. Okay? To any and everyone they want. And even when people are in hospital, if this person ever gets admitted into hospital for some injury, a physical injury, or in some sort of mental hospital, and even if you've not been inside a mental hospital and you go in and this is happening, that's what they're going to try and do. But again, this is a collective reading, and you could be an undercover investigator, alright, or a psychic investigator, or a good law enforcement, because we have got a good judge here, and we have got an overwhelming amount of evidence, and they are devil worshippers. Okay? And they've been doing this to very many people. Wanted to try and keep you trapped in a toxic cycle, so made deals with the devil to keep you trapped. So they've been making deals with the devil because they want to keep hold of this power of attorney. They want to keep hold of all this money to masculine and feminine's work. All of it. All of it. They've got infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life, and this is what they're like. They're getting a group of people to collect it all for them, reflect and redirect your energy. It's pretty difficult, isn't it? Breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand, so there's going to be a breakthrough in a case surrounding this stolen abundance. Yeah? We've got wondrous universe, walk in beauty. So what we have is they've also been doing beauty magic and spell work because they don't want masculine or feminine to be looked at to be looked at as attractive. Okay, they've been doing some pulling on masculine and feminine's energy, roaming round and cloaking themselves in divine masculine, divine feminine's energy, because this masculine here, he's got a cloak, alright? And this masculine here looks like he's harvesting crops. So there's energy harvesting, alright? And there's lots of apples here, and this is a fruit. So it's the fruits of your labour is what they are wanting, these straight up copy and pasters. But they've not got the knowledge, taking shelter. The answers are within. And we've got choosing your path, all is possible, because somebody, these people, karmics, they want that life path for themselves because they want to walk in masculine and feminine's energy. Oh, Jesus Christ, eh? We've got armour. Body armour. Must have. With all these attacks and putting hits out, okay, they probably think that divine masculine, divine feminine is armoured up, and they are, because Archangel Michael is protecting them. We've got passion and pleasure, save your life. So they have been partying, okay, they've been celebrating, alright. Could have done some sort of fire magic, okay. They've been partying, they've been celebrating. We've got fellow travellers. They've been travelling around. We've got supporters all around you. They've been travelling, okay, going on holiday. We've got stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. They've been trying to get in some sort of power position, all right, and they are trying to get this divine masculine, divine feminine's power for themselves. and try to do some sort of a power transference onto them because they want to walk this path. They want this path for themselves because they want this money for themselves. Honestly, 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 honestly. We have distant funder. There they are. They have been making things very chaotic for the divine masculine, divine femme. Very chaotic. Kicking up a storm. They've been kicking up the storm. I'm getting that this has actually caused like weather warnings, alright, from what they're doing. Weather warnings, floods, alright, some sort of floods. There's like some water here, okay, some sort of floods. Again, there's a path here. They want this path. It says choosing your path. And there's a path there. They want your full life path. They want your knowledge, your wisdom, okay? Every step you've took throughout life, they're trying to say that they took this step and they took this path, alright? And the one who's speaking out and speaking the truth about it, call them a nutter. That's why they've made deals with the devil. So they tried to make deals with the devil to keep hold of all this abundance for themselves so they can spend it on sex workers, filing false reports, trying to poison this masculine and feminine, stalk them because they want this path for themselves. But they've just got a path to jail. A long jail sentence. Got sudden wealth. Okay. They're expecting to pay people to keep a watch. Alright. Here's a corrupt official. Here's a corrupt mature woman. Here's a corrupt mature man. Alright. They've been sending these attacks towards masculine and feminine's house. And with this forced power of attorney, yeah, they've been paying off mortgages. They've been paying off mortgages. They've been buying houses, homes, selling it up because they want a pathway to, what's it called? Like renovating homes and buying and selling houses and homes. Then we've got distant horizons. Then we've got high honour. And we have judification. This is a good judge. So basically, this masculine feminine should be seen as and should be treated as high honour. But they've been treated like pure absolute shit since they was a child. And stolen from throughout their full life. Okay? Not hiring. They won't let anybody hire this masculine or feminine because they're trying to get this masculine or feminine to kick off with everything what they're doing so they can go up to a courthouse with a community of people, travel in and out the town and go, yeah, he, she is a nutter, Your Honour. And obviously corrupt judge has gone along with that and took some money under the table. So now the corrupt judge and corrupt law are all under investigation, okay? This corrupt community, okay, who's been getting money to gang stalk, been getting money to spread malicious lies and rumours, and money to turn a blind eye and let us carry on, will ya? Yeah, messaging each other. Let us carry on, will ya? You get involved, alright. You go do this, you go do that, and make sure you message me when the job's done. When the job's done. With this heist. And you go in there, alright. They seem to be working at it again, and they're building themselves up again, alright. And because we've done this plenty of times before, yeah, we keep leaving this person with absolutely nothing. Help us, will ya? Help us. Working behind the scene, help us, because a lot of them, they were struggling to make ends meet, and they wanted a piece of this pie so they could buy a house or home, so they could go on holiday, and they're all fake. A lot of these people who's been messaging each other are fake in this local community. Fake legal documentations, changed medical records, so tampering, which is very concerning. Some of these are roaming around acting all privileged, alright? They're getting gifts, and they've been giving gifts out. They've been giving money out, okay? They've been slamming each other unprotected and been giving the gifts of incurable STDs. And they're all going to prison because the good law is working behind the scenes, gathering evidence, and they're going to journey towards a courthouse. They're going to get slammed, and this is all coming to light. This is all coming to light. These evil acts and these evil deeds, because they thought that there was so many involved, so many people involved, tried to cover it up, and here's a corrupt judge, lawyer, solicitor, police. They've got heavy hearts, so many evil acts, deeds, and unrepented sins. Alright, this discrimination, unjust treatment, okay, ethnicity, age, sex, or disability, or religious belief. Set up false claims, false accusations, and unfounded accusations. One of these people could be having a heart attack when they get arrested. So they'll be like, oh, please, let me get away with it. I've got a dodgy heart, acting all fake, because they've done this to their own son or daughter throughout their full life. So there's like a parental figure involved who's done a Britney Spears on their own child. You've got courthouse or courtship. Someone's been caught in or dating a nurse or a doctor, okay? Someone who's been caught in or dating a nurse or a doctor, from a family caught in or dating a nurse at some point, a female. So she was like, it's alright, I've already slammed them, they'll help me out. Oh, it's alright, I've already noshed this corrupt judge off at one point. I know it's only my little cousin or something. They're all going to prison. So it could be a cousin involved. They're all going to prison for it. Which is great, isn't it? Which is what I like to hear about the good judge who works with Archangel Michael and the good law enforcement shutting the bad ones down. And it's going to be uncovering that treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. They want everything. Everything what this masculine or feminine treasures. And I mean absolutely everything. So everything what's been stolen, okay, is going to come back. And then they are going to get sued on top of that, okay. Obviously they're all going to lose their power positions. They're going to get sued on top of that, alright. For all these hideous crimes, sinister crimes, all going to get sued, all the money's coming back, what's left of it, they're going to have to work inside the prison, okay, to pay the money back. So they're going to get jobs in the prison in order to pay the money back. They've been terrorising this masculine and feminine and stealing absolutely everything. Deliberately tormenting you for speaking out, for speaking the truth. And they're tormenting the person who they've done it to. And getting others to join in. So anyone else who's joined in on this, yeah, free, they're under investigation too. They've been admitting, or they're admitting, alright, to their involvement. And if anyone's been messaged in order to be recruited, they've got their messages stored. Or if anyone's been trying to get neighbours or anything to meet up, they've got statements have been, some statements have been made. Some statements have been made. Unknown territory, you are exactly where you need to be. But with this imprisonment and unknown territory, for some of them, yeah, they've not done a long stretch in prison. Squirrel could be significant. Alright. They need healing. Healing energy flows through you. And we've got like a hammock. And with this rainbow blessings, they wanted these blessings to be showered into their life and leave the person who they keep stealing everything from with nothing while they live a life of luxury and do all these horrible things. Nah, they're off. They're going down, darling. They could have even took some clothes. They could have even took some jewellery or some little treasures. Took some jewellery, took some treasures, okay? There's like some little crystals there. I've even had my amethyst and rose quartz crystals stolen. So I had to go out and get more. Because they just want anything of mine and it's ridiculous. And I've had this done to me too and it's not nice. We've got Wondrous Path, enjoy the journey. Here's a fox. Come in. They've had it all mapped out. Narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully, and they've been creeping. Okay? They've been creeping. They have been creeping, alright? How to get in and out of this masculine and feminine's house home, alright? How to get neighbours, yeah, to get in this masculine and feminine's house home, alright? They've probably got people, you know, who work within the government, obviously, involved to get copies, which is trespassing, it's invasion of privacy, and no landlord should be able to gain access inside the home without consent, yeah? But because they have done a power of attorney and done this conservatorship thing, they just keep going in. There we go. You are cherished by the angels, and they've done this to somebody who's got a lot of angelic protection and protected by the divine. That's why they keep speaking out about this, because it was never their treasure to take. It was never their treasure to take, okay? They just wanted this masculine, this feminine's connection with the universe. Unknown territory, but they don't understand. This masculine feminine has been answering the call. The time is now. They've been answering their calling in life, and these people with this view from above, okay, get the big picture, they've just got inflated egos and they've got so hot-headed and so up within their own heads, and they really wanted from this work to receive recognition, to receive 37 rewards, and have people looking up to them like they're this great character, when in actual fact they're very low vibrational, they're very dangerous people, obviously, with what has come out. They're very, very dangerous. They should not be deliberately tormenting and bullying, okay? It could be some sort of online bullying. They are on the phone to prison pals talking about you. We've got wants to be your handler, and they've been working with somebody. Oh look, corrupt funeral home. So there is attempted murder, alright. Fake death certificate. So then they've even like a will out to get anything else what this masculine feminine has left to them. Oh, they're all turning on each other there. And then they're blackmailing them. So if they've been getting paid money to do these certain type of things, that money's gone. They've spent it. They've gone on holiday. They've pissed it up the wall. They've spent it on drugs. They've spent it on sex workers. All this. Then they're going back to these masculine feminines, yeah, demanding more money or another benefit in return of not revealing damaging, compromising info. And then they've been doing shut up spells. These false reports and putting this masculine feminine under false investigation, and have these corrupt laws trying to find dirt on this masculine feminine. They've been paying for beauty treatments with stolen money. They've all lied on oath, okay? Wire fraud, so mail fraud. Wow. Mail fraud, wire fraud, right? So communication, a scheme to defraud someone, and a material deception. So they've been stealing mail as well. bank statements, any letters, you know, and maybe this money should have already come on its way to masculine or feminine now, but then they've stolen the mail. Judges under investigation. Then they've stolen the mail and done a fake account, and then they've been shifting it from account to account. So whoever they've done this to, because they've done it to multiple people, there's different bank accounts in their name, what this masculine or feminine does not have access to, and is not allowed access to their own money, to their own work, to their own, like they are battling and competing to take this masculine, this feminine's full identity and full life path. Choosing your path. Because they want to walk in this masculine, feminine shoes, man. Look, we've got great adventure. Some of these people have even travelled abroad or up and down country. Some of these people have even travelled abroad with money. Gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. And they're trying to stop this masculine, feminine gaining success off their own work, because they want the success for themselves. Honestly, they want this success for themselves. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So masculine, feminine, alright? When these people are locked up, they're going to get everything back, okay? They're going to get rights credited back to the rightful person. They may want to move away from this corrupt community, this corrupt hometown, okay, and get far away from these people so they can relax, go deep, explore your roots. So they can be free to maybe do more studying, okay, so they can have more of a relaxed lifestyle and enjoy the fruits of their own labour without these cranks running round. So they're all getting locked up, which is great. Got good judges, alright, good law enforcement all over them, which is great. So, I'm sending peace, love and light, and if that reading resonated, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. It really helps my channel to grow, and it gets my messages out there to a wider audience, to other people who may need to hear them. Alright, peace, love and light.